Yo, what up, you guys? Bacardi back here, back from LA and back from the Twicelights concert at the Forum. And my God, my eyes, I look like I haven't slept in days. And yeah, haven't gotten much sleep in the past few days, but that's cool. That's cool because, yeah, this concert was definitely worth going to. Yeah, so let's talk about it, God, I bought my tickets maybe 2 days after they went on sale. When they went on sale, I tried to buy them, the minute they went on sale, but I was at work, so I was on my phone. And yeah, I couldn't get the seats that I wanted, but still ended up with some seats. Now, what I didn't know, and I didn't know this till I got there, was that we would actually have seats that we can sit in. I had floor tickets, so usually when you have floor tickets at a concert like this, it's whoever gets in first, and we stand up there the whole time. This was my first time going to a K-pop show on the floor seating, and they actually had seats for us to sit in, which I'm all for, because sometimes during these shows you just need to sit down, man, and get some rest for like 2 minutes. So that I loved. But yeah, I was thinking, because before the show and before I even got to LA, I barely had any sleep. So when I landed there, I got to my hotel and I needed just some rest. So I got like 2 hours of sleep before I went to the actual show. And yeah, you would think I would be tired, but no. When the show started, I was completely awake. So, yeah. But I did get there super late. I got there like 15 minutes before the door opened. And I thought, because, I didn't know we would have seats, I was like, oh man, I'm going to be on the floor, but I'm going to be way at the back. Nope. Had seats. We all had assigned seats, so that was cool. So I actually ended up closer than I thought I would, which I was just like, that's what's up. Cool. So yeah. So I get there, take my seat. I get some merch. I got the merch that I could because, I didn't get there early on. So yeah, I ended up getting a poster of the tour. Ended up getting this shirt. But really, this is all they had left. So I basically got what I could. And of course, Candy Bong Z. I had this pre-ordered back when it first came out. So yeah, I had this ready with me. But yeah, couldn't get a whole lot of other merch. But the concert itself. So, I didn't know anything going into this concert. I didn't know the set list. I didn't watch any fan cams or anything. I went into this completely blind. Kind of like how I went to my first BTS concert, just completely blind, didn't know anything. So, concert starts, and the VCR, the opening video starts, and I'm just like, oh. When I tell you that these intro videos, these videos that just played throughout the show, were the best videos that I've seen at a K-pop show that I've been to. Sorry, BTS. Yeah, better than BTS, better than any other group that I've seen. These videos were just like 10 out of 10. They were perfect. And each one set the mood for that set of the show, you know? It's like the beginning set out what was the first few songs, and then the middle portion, and then near the end. It was just perfect. These videos were amazing. Especially the one, like the one before the encore was just, that one stands out because it was so much fun. But yeah, show starts, and I am just like, you know, they start off stuck in my head, and I'm just starstruck, you know. You know, I'm trying to like film on my camera, but really what I'm doing is just this, just you know, the show is going on and they're all performing and they're all doing amazingly. But one thing I noticed right off the bat when they came out is just like, I was amazed at how beautiful all the members are. Like, cameras don't do them justice, okay? And that's kind of like a theme that I've seen going on at every concert that I've been to. It's like, don't realize how beautiful some of these people are until you actually see them up close in real life. And yeah, I don't think I've ever said it in any of my album reactions or previous Twice videos about who my bias is, but when my bias came out, and y'all don't know her, but she came out and I was just jaw on the floor, amazed at how beautiful she was. And yeah, I'll finally just say who my bias is right now. It's God Geo. That's who it is. That's what's up. That's what's up. God Geo all day, every day. When she came out, I was just all that, whatever that means, all that.
LA 원스 여러분들에게 인사드리는 것도 처음이니까 한 명씩 그냥 인사를 드리도록 하겠습니다.
First time introducing ourselves over to LA crowds today, so let's go ahead and individually say hello.
Hi, this is Gio.
not perfect at all. So, English is so hard to communicate with you guys. Let's have fun together.
또 LA가 서울 콘서트 이후로 월드 투어의 5번째 도시인데 저희가 미국도 처음이잖아요.
Since our concert started in Seoul, LA is our number 5 city. And it's our first time in LA.
원우 씨 소감 한마디 해주세요.
Mamo, tell us how you feel.
미국에서 이렇게 처음으로 저희가 공연할 수 있어서 너무 좋고 그리고 오늘 진짜 좋은 시간을 보낼 수 있으면 좋겠습니다.
It's our first time in America, and I'm very excited, and I'm so happy to see everyone.
You know, when they were doing introductions and little parts where they were speaking, they did their best to try and speak in English as much as they could. And that was really cool. But the two funniest members, the two funniest people in the whole show were definitely Momo and Daeun. Especially Daeun. I was amazed at how funny this girl is. And then she did something in a red outfit, which I'm just like, I was not ready. But I'll get to that. But yeah, she was hilarious. Her and Momo just killing it, you know. They were so funny. And that's one of the great things about this show. I had no clue how funny they actually were until I got to like see them live and performing. It's just like they're so much fun. I was completely just enamored with them. They're so cool.
수영 씨. 저희가 또 오프닝을 이렇게 멋있게 등장해봤는데 어땠어요? 아직 더 보여드릴 컬러가 많으니까요. 네, 기대를 많이 해주셨으면 좋겠습니다.
So many different colors to show you, so I hope you're excited as we are.
자, 그럼 이 분위기를 이어서 다음 곡 가보려고 하는데요. 쯔미 씨 무슨 곡이죠? 다음 곡은 볼도저인데요.
Next song is Bulldozer.
여러분의 응원 소리를 부탁합니다.
We need your cheer for the song.
Every time they did something, every time they said anything, like I was just completely in awe of them. You know, they did their best to like try and make the show a lot more fun. You know, not just like performing, but actually interacting with the crowd and then like, you know, saying stuff that's obviously hilarious. It's just like Daeun had like this running joke going on where she would be like, she'd ask us a question and we'd like cheer and like do some sort of answer, and she'd just be like, "Oh, nice." And that was just like a running theme. It was so funny, man. It was so good.
그럼 원진! I was good?
You know, they played Stuck in My Head and they played Cheer Up, and we were off to the races at that point. The show was completely on at that point, and we were hyped. But, of course, with our show and maybe, I don't know how many future shows, Mina is off the tour. You know, she's dealing with her own issues, and, you know, we wish her the best. Get well soon, Mina, of course. One of the cool things was every time she showed up on the videos that were playing, she got the loudest reaction from the crowd. I would say, you know, which members got the most reaction? Mina, Gio. After that, I would say it's kind of up there. Sana, Junghyun. I would say those four definitely got the loudest pops. But yeah, obviously it sucks she couldn't be there, but this makes going to the next show that she will be at even better, because when she does show up for a show in LA, when it gets to her part for like the introductions, crowd's gonna go crazy. We're just gonna lose our lungs cheering for her. But yeah, it did kind of suck that she wasn't there, but you know, we did our best to like show her love, and you know, hopefully she watches videos of the concert and just sees like, you know, everyone's just like cheering for her. We all had our candy bongs in mint green when they played After Moon as a tribute to her, so that was really cool, you know. So yeah, the show, we wanted to try and show as much love to her as we could, you know, in some way. So you know, like the intro part happened, and then like each video kind of like sort of sets the stage and starts off the next part of the set list. And so when the white one, like they're dressed in all white, right? When that video came on, I was just starstruck watching it, and watching that video kind of made me feel a bit emotional. I don't know why. I can't explain it. Maybe because Mina's not there and I'm seeing her on screen, and I just kind of like think about her, and I think like, oh man, I hope she's okay, you know? It made me feel a certain type of way. And I never felt that before, like watching a video at a concert, just being like, kind of getting like, not teary-eyed, but just like this emotion that I kind of can't explain. I did feel a little sad watching that. Probably because it wasn't the complete 9 members, you know? It didn't feel like Twice was whole. So maybe that was why I kind of just like felt something watching that, you know? But that video was just beautiful, completely beautiful. So the song after that was Afternoon, and that, of course, I saw on Twitter the days before the concert, everyone saying, during that song, turn your candy bongs green as a tribute to Mina. So we all did that, that part of the show. Kind of just had to stand there, and just be like, you really felt it at that point, that one member was missing. But it was a nice tribute to like see the whole arena, basically almost the whole arena, just in a sea of green. That part was really cool.
보여줄 수 있어서 너무 좋았던 것 같아요.
I'm so happy I was able to show you Afternoon for the first time today, so close up.
그리고 무엇보다 우리 미나 색깔로 이렇게 같이 할 수 있어서 너무 좋아요.
So I'm so happy that I can share this time with Mina's color.
이렇게 가까이 있으니까 원스 표정들 진짜 잘 보여요.
And as I'm standing here, it's so close that I can see all of your faces.
그쵸, 지지?
At this point in the show, I was just so impressed by their vocals, their dancing, just the whole presentation of the show was so good, I was genuinely really impressed with just how the show was going and everything put into it, And then the red dress video happened. Now I was just like, oh, this is the red dress video. They're all dressed in red. Cool. It's whatever, It's like this video is really good and whatever. And then they get into Strawberry, and I was like, this is the choreo for Strawberry. These are the outfits for Strawberry. Like what? What? I was not expecting that, yo. I was not expecting Strawberry to have these outfits and this choreo. I was like, what? This song was this? Like this? And I was just like, whoa, okay, I wasn't ready for that.
Hey, hey, break it down now. Hey, hey.
And then the lights turn off. And I hear people around me start talking. The girls in front of me are like, oh my god, that part's next. The guy next to me is like, oh my god, I'm not ready. And I'm just like looking around, just like, huh? What's happening? What's next? What's next? Innocent me, little old me, who didn't watch any fan cams, didn't know the set list, didn't know what was happening next. I was not prepared for what was going to happen next. Clearly, with the little bit of light that I could see with, I see 3 seats. And I see 3 women come up and sit down on those seats. And I'm thinking, oh cool, this is like a little separate section where I guess 3 members are just gonna do their own little performance. And that's what it was. But I was not ready for what happened next. Nobody warned me about that part, okay? I was not ready at all. I was just filming it, starstruck, completely shook. If you guys want a reenactment of how I was during that part of the show, basically it was me doing this. Film it in one hand and then just face like this.
How much you understood, but I'm sure you how much I tell you what you said. That only know you're preaching to yourself.
I wasn't ready for that part. I wasn't ready. No, not at all. No, not at all. To watch Dubu perform that, I saw a side of her that I had no idea existed. And I was taken aback. I was taken aback a lot, okay? That part had me shook completely, okay? That part was just... okay. So then after that was Gio and Momo doing a cover of Taemin's Goodbye. Now that was a video that you guys actually wanted me to react to, but I didn't have time for it before I got to the concert. So I didn't know this was going to be in the concert. So basically, I got to react to this live in person at the concert. So that was amazing. That part was so cool because I love that song, man. I love that song. I love that choreo. And to see that live in person, I was just blown away. And the third cover song they did was with Nayeon, Junghyun, and Chaeyoung, and they did Lady Gaga's "Born This Way." Now, they didn't have to do these covers, by the way. They could have just stuck with their own songs and just did those, but no, they went out of their way to do something different and just give us something we haven't seen before. So, or at least I haven't seen before. They've probably done them before in like other shows and whatnot, but I haven't seen these before. So that was just amazing for me. That was one of the highlights of the show. The last set of songs before the encore was some of my favorite stuff. You know, they played some of my favorite songs, Likey, TT, and you know, they did like the little mentions and stuff before the encore, and that part was a lot of fun. You know. Oh, and I gotta shout out the third floor because you know there was a part where Daeun she was doing like basically like a cheering part. You know, it's like first floor cheer, second floor cheer, and yeah, to see who's the loudest. And third floor, at the top, y'all didn't play around. Y'all killed it. Y'all clearly won. Okay, no problem saying that. Y'all just killed it.
무대 중에 제일 좋아하는 파트가 있는데 혹시 한 번 더 보여줄 수 있나요?
I have a favorite part of your performance.
이거죠?
Just show it to us.
아는데요. 여러분 한번 해주세요.
Please show it to us.
오케이, 짠을 같이 불러줄게요. One, two, three. I'm beautiful in my mind. I'm on the right track, baby. I was born this way. 이거다.
You know, it was so cool. It was so fun to see everyone have a good time. And there, you know, there was, I forgot to mention this, there was this little girl who was like right in front of me, and she was having the time of her life. You know, she was like screaming, telling Sana how much she loved her. And that was so cool to see for her being so young, to see these girls like, she probably looks up to, I'm guessing. And that was so cool to see. It's cool to see these performers in a different light from how I look at them and how she probably looks at them. So that was fun to see. And just everyone around me was super cool. I didn't have a bad experience with anyone at this concert, as far, at least to my experience. Everyone was really cool. Everyone was really helpful. Like I had no clue how to like turn this on, and like I was like, how do you guys change colors? And the guy next to me was really helpful. So everyone was really nice from what I experienced. So they're doing like their final talks, and they say, oh, this is the last song of the evening. Obviously there's going to be an encore, but there's always a video before the encore at these K-pop shows. And let me tell you, the things that they did before this encore was so good. I was like, why didn't anyone else think of this? So it's like this interaction part with the crowd, like they ask questions, and like the camera people go to certain people in the crowd, and they ask them like a question, or they tell them to dance, and like that part was so fun because during the encore it's basically like a rest period for us, but they made it into like this interactive fun game, and that was just like I was like, why did no one else think of this? I'm sure maybe someone has, but for the concerts that I've been to, it's just been like like 5 minutes or like however many minutes of just like us getting some rest, and then a encore video comes up and then they come out. This was just like an interactive part that I loved so much about the show. That was so much fun.
원스 다음 문자를 보고 둘 중에 하나만 골라 yes or yes. 트와이스 곁에서 언제나 영원히 원스 할 거죠? 하나 둘 셋. 우리가 언제나 원스 곁에 있을게요. 원스 잘한다.
So they get to the encore part, they come back out, they do a few more songs, and one thing I will definitely take away from this concert is that even before going here, I respected Twice as artists and musicians, but being at this concert and at this show, it upped my level of respect for them as musicians, as artists. But more than that, I had a newfound respect for them as people. I don't know them personally, so I can't really say this like I know them, but being there and watching them perform, and like the parts where they talked, and just this vibe that I got from them, they genuinely seem like well, there wasn't 9 members obviously because Mina wasn't there, but the 8 members who were there, they genuinely seemed like 8 young girls who wanted to be artists and musicians and performers, and like they're living out their dream, and they want to do the best possible job they can of giving us an amazing show. This was a 2.5-hour show, by the way. This was one of the longest K-pop shows I've been to, up there with BTS. And yeah, for the whole show, I was not bored for a second. Like I said, I got 2 hours of sleep before the show. I was just like hopped up on coffee, just trying to stay awake. And I thought like, oh man, I'm going to be tired during the show. I'm not going to enjoy it. Nope. As soon as they came out, boom, I was completely awake. You would not have me falling asleep at all during that show. And yeah, like I said, genuinely, they seem like just really loving people. They're loving their life. They want to do the best possible job they can at their show. They love each other, clearly, because, at the end, when they were doing their final actual mentions, Junghyun, she was like tearing up, crying, because Mina wasn't there. You genuinely feel this love from them. And, that's one of the biggest takeaways from this show, really. Coming out of this, I think just a lot of love for them as people. That's definitely something I took away from this. This show, it's up there with my BTS shows that I've gone to. Really, I was genuinely really impressed by this show. Almost 3 hours, and it just flew by. I was so impressed by this. I was so impressed by the members. I was so impressed by the production and just like the videos and everything. It was so well done. It was so well put together. And I can't wait to go see them again. This time as 9 members, definitely. I can't wait. If you can go to a show, go, man. Seriously, just get a ticket. If you have to fly out, if it's like close by and you can fly out to like Where are they? Chicago and New York. If you can go, man. Definitely, it's worth it. It's something really special to see them live and in person. But yeah, guys, that was just kind of like a wrap up of the concert and my thoughts on it. Personally for me, going to this concert was the perfect bookend for this little journey that I've been on. Listening to all their albums, getting to know the members, getting to know them as people, covers they did and whatnot. This was like the perfect way to end that little journey that I started like a month ago or something. This was the perfect way to end that little journey. I think it's a sweet little bow tie on this whole thing. Really listening to all their songs and just going to their concert and seeing them. Perfect bow tie ending. Obviously, I'm not done with Twice reactions. No, of course not. I have more videos that I need to get to, more videos that I need to react to, crack videos that I haven't even seen yet. So no, this doesn't mean I'm done with Twice reactions. No, getting to know them as people and then going to this concert. It was a really great way to get to know Twice. And yeah, it's been so much fun. And you guys, if you followed me from my first album reaction till now, you guys have made this so much better. Because you've introduced me to things that I would have never found out about if I just listened to their albums by myself. You guys have informed me so much about stuff that I had no clue about, and you guys have made this little journey so much better. Honestly, thank you guys so much for that. Thank you for all the recommendations and information that you've given me, because it made this concert for me so much better, knowing everything that I know now about them. How they formed, stuff about the members, all that stuff. I would have never known about that if you guys hadn't told me about videos and told me about stuff about the members and all that. So thank you guys so much for that. If you followed me from the beginning or whenever you saw these videos, having you guys help me along the way was really good for me. And yeah, thank you guys so much again for that. But yeah, this has been me, Bacardino, kind of wrapping up this Twice album series reaction with this concert video. So thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned for more, of course. And yeah, I'll leave you guys with a little video of the final moments of the show. So yeah, peace, love, have a blessed day, and take care. See you guys next time.